Reminder, this is not wearing a mask. This is not wearing a mask either, bitch. Just gotta sacrifice oxygen for a few minutes. If I see one more goddamn mask, bitch, stay at home. That's what it's come to. Let me not leave my house, but let me not have to deal with those shits again, because that's annoying. Literally, like, I cannot stand them at this point. It's too irritating, and then it's itchy. I just feel like I have a beard, girl. It's not good for my toxic masculinity either, bitch. You know, I was thinking, sitting, what should I do to expose myself to the public more? Like, what will be the next content video for me? And then I realized, what better way to introduce myself to you guys than to embarrass myself. These are the 8 cringiest moments I've had in my whole life. Raise your hand if you've had imaginary friends. Like 50% of my childhood was in my head. I used to talk to a lot of people who are not there. I used to give them names, backgrounds, lifestyles. Bitch, I used to tell them all my tea. To this day, I still sometimes have some visits from people from my head, bitch. You've never had imaginary friends in your life, or relationships, or parents. Ooh. You're either lying or not telling the truth, bitch. Pick one. I'm going to have to take some seconds off my well-detailed universe to just be like, ooh, I really did that. On this particular day, my uncle had picked me up from school, so I sat up to the co-driver's seat. So Kiss 100 was blasting all the jams. Atakama, they were repeating every single 30 minutes, bitch. You had to at least hear them 10 times a day, or you've not had that song is not like certified Kiss. My head against the window, listening to Rihanna. I want you to make me feel like I'm the only girl in the world, like I'm the only one that you ever loved. No. And yes, I do sing. We're driving, I'm getting in the zone. Like, I'm in denial, I don't want to move. I'm just there, trying to be the heterosexual I am. Like, I wanna break out. I wanna do a whole solo number on you, but like, I gotta save face. Wait until this jam comes. By the time, let's just say it failed, let me give you an idea of how it went down. My uncle had to turn to me and literally ask, uko sawa? Hey, utavunja kiti. My guy, I was busting moves in my seat. You know that silent wine you have? Just that. Seatbelt. Trying to keep together, but you cannot help because the hips do not lie. They are trying my best from not busting a wine like in my seat. But it's getting to me. It's itching, literally. I'm just like, oh. Ebo, ongeza volume. Long story short, my uncle had to turn midway. Hey, uko sawa? Hey, msee, utavunja kiti. The embarrassment, my imaginary friends were there in second-hand embarrassment for me. I never danced again for like the next solid term. In my head, I was doing a whole world tour, every single stop, and I just happened to be in Kenya. Vitu kwa grao ni different. I was just there whining in my seat. And my uncle witnessed that throughout. And I have nothing more to say. Like, we've all eaten boogers. There was a time where we had our tasty mucus delicacies, bitch. And it's normal, like, it's life. What is not normal, a few years too late. Catching on the whole trend, like, wow, I was in high school seeing my senior. Okay, I don't want to be messy, but let me just dip my toes. It's in a public space. Like, I don't want to use very revealing words. We're there, where we are, and something grabs my eye. I don't know if he was on a diet or doing the opposite actually. I was literally just eating and he was feasting. Like there's that level I can like let go. I'm like, okay, it's a bit weird for your age, but like let me just ignore it. But nah, he was almost unashamed. Like he was literally just eating, 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 eating. My guy. And I'm just there like, that that stuff was fine 10 years ago, but like now you're a decade bit late. A decade bit late. Cause girl. And he was a senior, my guy. Like that was messy. I'm supposed to be talking about my cringy moments, but just witnessing that and the level of secondhand embarrassment I got from it, like, whoa, I literally had to see that. Like, whoa. I had to include it on this list. Like that's, I still think about it from time to time. Like it's fine eating your mucus, but don't damn fist on it. Funny thing is, or sad thing is, he was dating. Like it was a well-known fact that he was in a relationship. So I'm just there thinking about his girlfriend. Like, oh, their makeout sessions must be something. Okay. Hey yo, why is this nigga salty? Girl, I'm stiff just remembering that. Like that was scary. I was in an environment where I was around a crush that I had. Like it was pretty serious for quite some time, but I never made a move up until the last day. I found out that like this is the last time I'll probably see them, so might as well express my feelings. First of all, Disney is not reality. All those movies you see where someone approaches their crush and confesses their feelings for them. Oh, Alejandro, nimekupenda. False. Because there's no theme song, there's no track playing in the background. It's just noise and a lot of heavy breathing out of all the awkwardness going on. It was the last moment I saw them, and this was the last sentence that I parted them with. Like something that a human being remembers me with for the last time is okay, bye. Oh, and I'll miss your sexy body. Okay, bye. Oh, and I'll miss your sexy body. Girl, do you know, I still think about that moment quite heavily. My friends still butcher me over that moment. Like, it's so piercing and it's so clear in my mind. No matter how many years have passed, like, that's just the most embarrassing situation I have ever been in, hands down. Hey, okay, no, the top spot is the mucus one. Hey, because that's still freaky, freaky, freaky. You never know what might happen. They might even ask for your number. Girl, they were just there like, this is a funny scenario I have. I was young and I was, this drama queen, queer as it gets. Like I was in this argument, I'd say, leo ni sumbui, wewe, kuwa serious. Shame on you. Like I was going through this thing with my mom. Like we were at home and I don't know what we were arguing about. I was just this plump kid who was full with anger and a lot of bajias and chips, but like, yeah, still, sis, I was aggravated at that point. Like in that moment, I don't even remember the argument. I just remember the emotion and how intense my feelings were. So what did I do? I was like, you know what? I'm done. No, picture me saying that when I'm like really short. Mom, you know what? I'm done. I had decided I'm running away from home. Like I was mad. I was boiling. At that point, I was like, yeah, it's time to start a new life. I won't even take clothes. I'll start from ground up. So I started walking out of the house. Now my mom is like, hey, why are you being so dramatic? So come back. Unaenda wapi? Kuja. Wewe, so kuja hapa. Short and stout as I was, just there. And then I put on this really big slippers, zile za pata, the really, really huge ones. So like with every step, flap, flap, flap. And then this one thing, your shoes, making that whole flap, 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 flap with every single step is ruining your vibe. Imagine that. Like, that was just a buzzkill. But then me, in denial, we're ready to prove a point. I was just there walking. I checked the house, I checked the gate. Sojo is like, nini inaendelea? Kijana ametoka tu hivyo, mama anamfukuza, anamwomba arudi nyumbani. I'm there,